6 a.m. We're getting ready for our trip to the Mayan ruins, the one that starts with an X. And then we're doing cave tubing under the Mayan ruins. It's a beautiful day. This is where we have breakfast. Ham and cheese omelet. We're getting ready to leave for our trip. We're doing this X word and the cave tube. So we tour the ruins by foot and then we go in inner tubes under the ruins in a cave. Jaguar cave, I think. This is our tour van that we're taking right from the hotel. Looks to be a nice day.
And wrecked their ship. So they had to change their approach or they never would have sailed back to Britain. So welcome to the ferry, guys. We got 1 more mile before we get to the site. However, for safety reason, I'll ask that you exit the van here.
Here our van gets on a ferry across the river to take us to the ruins. Okay, guys.
The first to collapse were the ones that are far from water or cenote or spring.
So that 150-year drought that you were speaking of, like, was that just around this area, or was that
The entire Mundo Maya Empire. So Belize, Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador.
Some of the first ruins on the steep hill up.
Given access is over there. So it says do not enter. So being a royal, visiting this site from a different site, we'd have given access straight to the ceremonial and festival area. But because it is no longer accessible, we have to use the peasant class, or peasant route.
we're the peasants here?
So back here, so when you have your home and you wish to cleanse your home, you also use sage, right? Smoke or whatever. The Pope, before he starts church, what does he do?
Yeah, he's got that thingy.
Yeah, where he's chanting in Latin and what? Smoking his temple. The techniques don't change. That was what has always been existing. It's perfect. But before we get started, if you notice here, you have round edge temple. This is evident that the Yucatec Maya came here and brought their knowledge or architecture with them. So they knew that the Mayas were also sharing ideas or technique. So the round edge was brought here as part of the main acropolis is south. Another common thing you'll find in any Mayan site is that their royal palace is always either focused to the north or face the north. Same with their
Royal
administrative building. Why would you say focus or face to the north? They believe that their god will return from the north.
Amplifier, natural.
Yep, from a natural point of, up there, the shaman could address his people down here
Right.
without using a microphone. So, but imagine all this would have been plastered. Birth of Jesus Christ. Also, it was a event called Saturnalia. Anybody familiar with that event? Saturnalia? Ever heard of it? Worship of Saturn, but it has to do with the Roman Constantine, the emperor, who used that day for. So there are 4 layers to everything here, about 4 construction episodes. So there's
they took the earth off of that half and showed that half still would have.
how it would have looked.
Yeah.
All right. Another thing, this being the sunrise, that over there is the sunset. But a ruler, we always have one of them, decided that he was going to build a ceremonial mound in the middle, which displace or disrupt their observation to build 2 more sunset. So they're only left with 1. The ruler wanted something to be built in his honor, so he had them build that ceremonial mound. So we're gonna climb to the top,
We're
guys.
getting ready to
and,
climb all these stairs.
The way the stairs are built, they're built in reverse to our modern way of construction. This is 7-11. Our construction of step today is 11-7, which makes it easier to climb. Also, another reason it is built this way is for defense purposes. Should in case there are any invaders, this being an administrative building, this is where they would keep all the important storage or stuff. So trying to run from here to the terrace, you're not gonna fight. You're gonna be like, too tired. Spring because of that tree to your left, or to your right. It's called Madre Cacao. It's a natural bug repellent tree.
Oh, these are some
It easily
steep
goes
steps.
anywhere. It just take maybe 8 inches of from off its ground.
Somebody's gonna take this.
Fungus and reddish or pinkish hue between the mortar. That's evidence that the structure was painted with a bright color red. Right?
Oh, yeah. So how long ago was the restoration part of it?
So restoration for this, since it's being the first one to be discovered in 1881, 1950, 2001, there are some hieroglyphs called East Frieze and the West Frieze. Restoration for those was around 1996 or 2001. All over the world, or within the Maya world, then they can tell us what really going on. Yeah, so this is called the East Frieze, guys. There are 2 layers to it. Also, the north side, south side, completely gone. Alright? This here is also a fiberglass replica of the original. The original is about a meter behind, less than 3 feet. Right? Also, you have several features or deities on display. The middle face with the mask, with the tongue hanging loose, that's the rain god Cha'ak. Then 2 faces to the far left and far right, with the X in the tongue area, that's Pax god, or Mayan sacred tree Yaxche, or Te. That's the representation of those two facer masks. The horse shoe shape are a representation of Venus and the moon.
I misinterpreted.
Above the middle face, facing south, there's a serpent with its tongue like a hook. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, okay. So you're gonna narrate.
Extraterrestrials. Any influence? Any heard of them? Today, for those who are into nursing, you notice the symbol of a snake is for medical purposes. Also, where religion is the foundation, which began in India, they still worship what today? Snake. What about Medusa? Medusa is snakehead.
This is so cool.
Maybe I'm just not familiar with it. I can't look it up.
We walk right along the edge. No handrail. Go right ahead. Oh, that way?
When we get to the next terrace,
I don't know that I don't know.
arched area, okay? Kelsey not going?
What is this down here?
For private terrace. Okay. So this is like for storytelling or just hanging out.
Okay.
For those who wish not to go further, you could walk straight across the path and wait for us under the tree.
So you're going down over that way?
Yeah, we're gonna head down from that side. It's totally worth it. Yeah, you can do it.
Got this.
You feeling good, Lyd?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This was placed here in the 80s. It's a type of hardwood that we have called Santa Maria. So it was not taken off the Christopher Columbus's ship, but yes. And the reason for sealing of the doorway started from here due to vandalizing. Right? That said, we're gonna keep on going, and if for any reason you get a little dizzy or woozy, don't lean left. Lean right. You got it? Okay.
Those sound like parrots.
Yeah, he saw some parrots. They do. Here's some bats.
More than 70 species of bats. The most common one are the insect the fruit and the false vampire back. And you notice, there's Lori, the reptilian guy up there. The iguana.
Bats.
He's in the crack. Oh, whoa, yeah.
A lot of people afraid of these stairs. But there's a handrail. No one fell. Not bad.
Some return. The jaguar deity is the one with the X in the eyes. Have you noticed the X in the eyes of that jaguar? So they believe that also when the sun set and the sun would transform into a jaguar, being that the jaguar is also a nocturnal creature, right? The individual above the jaguar with only his legs exposed, the top portion of him clearly removed, after losing faith in their government and religion, they got rebellious and removed his face. Office, yeah. And then the individual with in a dancing position, right there, right next to the legs, Michael Jackson.
The Joker.
Actually, he's imitating the smoke bats. You notice that the Indians normally would have bonfires in the smoke, and they will chant and spin or dancing. The reason for that is because that's how they believe they pass messages to the afterlife. So back there being a private shrine, 2 board games found back there was Patrolli and Ludo. So the children or the parents were either gambling. At least for 2 to 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Even if it
Termite
rained,
nest.
it's not gonna go out. And the whole nest was made from termite doo-doo or waste. In other words, that's good shit. And this slab of stone or stele would have been her like her tombstone. All right. The tomb is about 3 meters in depth, so you could have a look inside. Rooms are situated to be in 360 degrees.
This is the Royal
And there are
Palace.
27 of these rooms. Does the numbers sound like a little too coincidence?
Sounds familiar.
So you have 9 doorways, 309 to hell, and 9 is also the numerical number that is within every other number. You might say why or how. You familiar with Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
His theory about 3, 6, and 9, the numbers. All right, so 360 degrees you have rooms, 3 plus 6 equals 9. You have 27 of these rooms. 2 plus 7 is another 9. So that's these. This was built.
Also, 3 times 9 is 27.
Yeah, yes, bows down. Yes, and it bows down back to the same numbers. So what we're gonna do is, guys, we're gonna climb. The terrace you notice inside is 3 times the size of the terrace that is back there.
Oh geez, I'm taking pictures on video. Sorry.
You can turn them in.
There's an education visitor center.
Close for business.